Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I know I am. Well, today, after take 7, 8, I don't even know anymore, we will be doing eyebrows. Now, as you can see, I do have a different eyebrow right now. We're actually going to do my eyebrow, this one that I finished already. As you can see, do a little close-up. This is how I usually do my eyebrow. Next, we're going to be working on this one so you guys can see exactly how I do my routine. So first off, foremost, we're going to go over the products that I will be using today. First one will be my brushes. Now, for my brushes, I do use this iconic London cushion brush. The reason for that is because it helps me do the hairs on my eyebrows very easily. This is what it looks like. It's angled very small. It does come with a spool, but I do not use it. It's long on one side, flat on the other. The reason for that, it's a little too soft for me. And so what I use is the LUXIE brand 201 Brow and Lash Spool. It's one of my top favorite brands next to Real Techniques. The next one would be to carve my eyebrows after I'm done. LUXIE 221 Flat Definer. This is one of my top favorites also. Very lovely. And then for using my highlight, I use the LUXIE 246 Precision Crease Brush. Yes, this is for crease, but I use it for my highlight on my brow bone. Now the most important part, don't forget to have a towel with you. Very important if you need to clean the excess. As you can see, I have a theme going here. I love Batman. So let's get started. First things first, for my brow gel, I would be using the MOIRA Eyebrow Gel 006 Deep Ebony. This is the name of the brand. And the color, it's like a deep chocolate brown, dark brown. Very tasty. Yum, yum, yum. Now I dip into the gel and we'll begin. So we're going to do a little close-up right now. There we go. So you guys can see what I'm doing. So I will have a mirror in front of me just in case. I don't have a screen that helps me out to see what I'm doing in front of me. And yes, I don't know if you saw earlier, I do have a shoelace on my cabeza. Don't come for me, Karen and Yolanda. I already know. Bitch on a budget here. So what we're doing right now is we're shaping the eyebrow. Now, this might not be for everyone. The fact is because everybody has different eyebrows. We're not all the same, so please keep that in mind. Now, if this isn't for you, it's okay. No worries. We'll be cool still. So I'm going to continue. So what I do is I do a dab method. And then what I do is I pull. Now that my eyebrow is shaped, what I tend to do, make sure from the corner of your eye here to over here, that's where your eyebrow will end. Same thing goes for the front of your eye, the corner. Go up, and this is where it's going to end. Right there. Yes, I have an empty gap. That's what happens when you do your eyebrows very thin when you're very young because you want to be in the trends. So what I'm going to do with flat end, as you can see right here, I'm going to pull up a little bit with the little bit of product that I have. What it does, it gives you a little bit of that fake color, but as you can see, it's still a little empty. Give you a little sweet baby Jesus. Ah, that was scary. Here we go. Little fake hair up, little fake hair up, up, up. And as you can see, I'm holding it upside down in this motion and pulling up. Now if you feel like the little hair is just too light, like I do right now, pull up a little bit more. Now I just usually dip the little, as you can see that little tip right there, And then we pull up, pull up. Like I said, if you think it's still too light, do the swooping up motion in the flat head style. Now, don't worry if you make mistakes. We're going to be carving it out with our concealer, so don't worry about that. Once we carve it out, any mistakes that you have, you can clean it up. Now, I will be using my Morphe C125. I don't know if you could see that. Now, it is a little lighter than usual, but I don't care how many colors Morphe has. It was just very difficult for them to find a color for me. I'm a very strange shade. I'm a little bit of olive, a little bit of warmth, cool, yellow tones. So even my foundation, I feel like it's a little too white for me, but I'll mix it with other foundations just to make it a little darker. I also do use other foundations, but that's the only thing I have for right now. The rest of my stuff is in my apartment. Now what we're going to do is we're going to carve it out. Now I found out about this method like literally recently. So I saw it in a Juvia's Place ad on Instagram, and the lady was using this flat head definer. Not the same brand obviously, but I never thought that that would work for me, because anything else that I used to carve out my eyebrows was just made my life super difficult. Now remember, I'm like pulling and pulling down, pulling to the side, pulling down. And then with a small moist sponge, what you're going to do is you're cleaning that up. And then yes, I do sometimes dab with my fingers just to get a little bit of that excess off. And then I just continue. And voila! Now obviously you will be cleaning that up later on, or it will fade a little bit and get a little darker. Oxidizes. It will oxidize into your skin a little bit. Haha, I'm not that dumb of a bitch. There we go. I feel like I needed to fix this part. There we go, a little straighter. Haha! Now this does have a little angle, so you can use that too. It does help you for certain areas, especially when you're trying to fix something that wasn't straight. Only works with makeup, you guys. There we go. Now we're going to carve out the top. Let me just get some from my hand. Yes, I use my hand. Now this is what I do first. Just don't get too close, but close enough where you don't fuck up your eyebrow. Angle it to the side, as you can see. And then you're going to grab the flat side and you're going to pull up. Once that part is done, use your little moist sponge and all over again. Dab, dab, and pull a little bit, not too heavy, lightly. I am going to tell you right now, my skin is a little dry right now. And the Morphe concealer is a little drying, so I do suggest using a nice moisturizer or moisturizing primer before using the product. Then we're going to do the front of the brow. Pull down. Yes. Yes. This part needs to be cleaned. Yeah. Now, we will be using the spool to brush out the eyebrow. Like I said, mine fall down once they hit this part right here and going over. Everybody asks me if I've ever shaved my eyebrows. No, I have never shaved my eyebrows. Now, pow pow. Here we go. Next, we will be using the Highbrow Benefit crayon. Now, this one is going to help make my eyebrow bone pop a little bit. I'm going to use that. Now, the color that I can describe it as is like the MAC Painterly Pot Eyebrow Base. Similar. I think it's a little lighter than it. But this really helps to just make that brow bone go. So, make sure you sharpen it just to get into those hard to reach places on your eyebrow. Now I do use my finger for this, but if you want you can use the sponge, same thing. Just remember it might be a little harder if you're not used to it. Practice does make perfect. And if you're just joining us, rewind. No point in watching it in the middle. There we go. La, la, la. Ta-da! Next is my favorite. I will be using the BECCA Opal highlight. As you can see, I've already hit pan. Love these. This saves your life. It's one of the best highlighters that I've ever used. I will be going in with the LUXIE 246 Precision Crease Brush. Now, all I will be doing is dabbing the little edge. That's it, not the whole brush. Just dab, dab, dab. I hate it when they say you gotta waste it to taste it. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Here we go, you guys. So I start off on this corner first, just to really get in there. And as you can see, I'm a little bit of pressure, and then I'm just going back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Now I'm just gonna do a little layer off right there. Do a little, whoa! Whoa! Ah! So you can't see it yet, but this one you can because it's already did, girl. Now, next is my favorite part. I will be using, this is by J.CAT. It's called Pris, with an I, Metal, Chrome Eye Mousse, and it's in the color PEM 132 Frosty Foil. So this is what it looks like. Whoa, look at that. Oh, blinding. So first, I will go in with the same small mini brush. Now, it is a little creamy, so be careful. Try not to grab too much. And then, like I said, same thing. I start off from the inside first. Ooh, gorgeous. But, like I said, you can also use your fingers. I know some of you think using your fingers is an abomination, but let me tell you what's an abomination. Pineapple on pizza. I don't get it. Anyways, back to the eyebrows. Am I thinking about pizza? I think I'm hungry. Now, if you feel like your eyebrow didn't come out how you wanted it, just go over again with your eyebrow gel or your brow dip. Then last step, we will be using our 24 eyebrow setter by Benefit. I've used so many, and let me tell you, this is the only one I like. Most definitely. There we go. Now, I'm using the longer end first because it has a long end and a shorter end. This one I use just to get into the root of the eyebrow. As you see, I'm pulling up on the front side. And then I use the short side to really manipulate the hair and get it flat and go to where I want it to go. There we go. Now I do see that the front part of my eyebrow is a little bit lighter than the other one, so I'm just going to fix that a little bit. Here we go. Let me show you the finished product. Slay all day. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe. That would be fucking awesome. If you want to get notifications to know when I will be putting up my next video, click on the little bell icon, and then a little drop down will come out and you can customize it if you'd like. Also, add some comments, you guys. Please, please, please. So I hope to see you guys next time, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye, you guys.